Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Target exclusive Transformers Legacy United Voyager class Origins Wheeljack. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And here we have on the top Transformers Legacy United and all kinds of bits and boops. Then, a little bit of an open area on the top that runs down into the front. And it's plastic-free packaging. Takara Tomy Generations Transformers Origin Wheeljack Transformers Legacy United Voyager class Hasbro print. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. Also includes figure and 4 pieces. On this side, got some nice artwork of Wheeljack in his robot mode. And on the other side, some nice 40th anniversary Transformers artwork. And then on the back, Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye, Origins Wheeljack, and then nice digital renders of the figure in both modes, and then some close-ups of other stuff that you can do with the figure. And again, the 40th anniversary logo, small fine, legalese, made in Vietnam print. Warning, attention, Octung. Don't stick things in any language pie hole that do not belong there. Don't give it to babies. It's authentic and Hasbro print. That, my friends, completes our look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure in its alt mode and the accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers. And first up, let's take a look at these two little saw fan pieces. Got a little port in the back. Nice molded details and a nice silver paint app. And there are 2 of these. They are exactly the same. Then we have his blaster, and it looks like it's molded in clear plastic. And then has a nice silver paint app on it. You can see the tip here is clear, as well as the handle. And it looks like maybe this piece right here. Maybe not that piece right there. But again, nice molded details. And yeah, it does have some waffling on the bottom. Then we have this accessory, which can be used in a couple of different ways. And the first, in the format that it is now, you can use it as a road. However, I don't particularly care for that function of it. Let's see if I can take it apart. There you go, you can see this piece has a port running all the way through it, and then on this it has nubs. And this one pulls off too. And then once you have them off, you switch their sides. And I can't remember if this is the correct way. this way. And there we go. And this is how you fit the shield on. And you'll notice right here there's a port, and then right here on the end is a tab. And once you have that on there, just kind of mash those into place and it stays on there. And that's the way that I will be using this piece more than likely. So then let's take a look at the vehicle itself. And I have to say, without having to go back and watch that first episode of the Transformers, this is basically what I remember Wheeljack looking like, except maybe a little bigger. And it's got some nice, I'm guessing this is some type of tampo here. And then he's got a nice stripe here. Goes from one side to the other, but not all the way around. You can see on the bottom he does have a bit of visible robot syndrome feet, head, legs, and that's really all you can see. And he's just got some windows here on the side and a window here in the front. And as far as the other accessories go, and then before we get to the other accessories, I do want to show you that he is War for Cybertron Trilogy Blast Effect compatible. Those little posts on the front, blast effects will fit there, but what it's really for is these saw pieces, and they just port right on there. And then as far as the gun goes, there's a port here on the top, and the gun just ports into that. But I forgot to show that the gun also is blast effect compatible. So that's always a good thing. So there you can see with all the doodads on there. And now the important question: does Origin Bumblebee fit? And he does fit. And let's just take a second and we will show that. So first of all, you want to unlatch the top, and then you want to fold this down. You don't have to fold it all the way down really, but you can see like there's space all the way up to under the windshield. And you have to use every bit of that. Now, in order to get Bumblebee in there, he won't just go straight right in there. You can see that. So what you have to do is these flaps for the side, you want to fold those up, and then they fold again. And then this piece on this hinge right here folds down like that, and you want to do that on both sides. And then once you have that, you want to get those front knob fork pieces, I guess, as far forward as you can get them, just like that. And then you'll put the back up and then close the lid down. And you'll want to make sure you catch all those tabs, these tabs here, and then these on the sides as well. And is it the best fit? I ain't gonna say it's the best fit, but it does fit. And now that I'm filming, I'm not gonna be able to get it to do it and close up properly. Alright, there we go. Bumblebee inside. You can see in the window, you can see that Bumblebee's in there, and you can see that Bumblebee's in there. Of course, in the animation, I don't remember Bumblebee coming up, you know, all the way up into the cockpit. But in order to get this guy down to the size that he is, you know, some sacrifices have to be made, I guess you could say. And then we'll finish it off by putting the shield back on. And there we have it, my friends. A look at Voyager class Origin Wheeljack. It's time for alt mode comparisons. And here we have the Target exclusive Transformers Legacy United Voyager class Origin Wheeljack with the War for Cybertron trilogy Earthrise Deluxe class Wheeljack and the Target exclusive War for Cybertron trilogy Deluxe class Origin Bumblebee. For our final set of alt mode comparisons, here we have the Target exclusive Transformers Legacy United Voyager class Origin Wheeljack with the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee and the Amazon exclusive War for Cybertron trilogy Earthrise Leader class Alternate Universe Optimus Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the comedy portion of our program where I attempt to transform this Transformer. And the first thing you want to do is remove all of the accessories. So let's take the shield off. Let's take the little saw blades off. And then we'll remove the weapon. And let's see if I can remember how to do this. First thing that I guess you do is untab the top here from the sides, and you can see it tabs here and here and here, and then the same again on the other side. So you can flip that open, kind of get a good look in there. Not that you really need one. So let's fold that down. And then, before you fold that down, you can see like these doors on here, the handles are tabs, and then there's ports for them over here. So let's go ahead and put those into place. These pieces on the side with the windows, they rotate on a hinge right here. And so just rotate them down like that. And they also fold in, and again, there's a port, a rectangular port, and then a tab here. And we'll go ahead and do that. And I think this piece flips back up in there, and it probably does go like that, but not yet. So the front of the cab, let's go ahead and kind of untab it. It tabs also into the front here. So we'll untab that a bit. And then swing this part out, and you can see there's a tab here and here where it tabs in here and down here. And then that piece swings like that, and then Does that one swing out like that? I don't remember. So we'll just put them like that for the time being. And we'll untab on this side as well. And you can see the tab right here, and there's an open slot right here. Then you can separate this. Oh, I forgot. On the bottom here, you have to flip this first, and you can see it's got two ports right here and two posts right here. So we'll just go ahead and put that back in place for now. And then that whole assembly just kind of lifts out. So then you want to flip the feet out, and they have a hinge right here. And that folds in that way. And then you can see there's a rectangular slot here and a tab here. And that closes down on that. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. And then you can see it's on the hinge right here. That's really as far down as it goes, but we'll go ahead and you kind of have to mash it with a pretty good bit of force, not like super hard, but straighten those up and get them back into place. Then fold this down and fold that as such, and the same thing on the other side. And then swing the feet around like so, and then that is the bottom half of him transformed. Then as far as the top goes, these pieces right here, you can see they overlap each other right there, and you fold those back out. And then while you got those out, just go ahead and you see that little tab right there. Just kind of get a hold to it and flip the hands back out, and then you can close this piece back down. And same thing on the other side. And when you're transforming back, make sure that you put the hands where the flat part, the back side of the hand, is going to face up when you fold it in. Otherwise, it can be a little difficult to get out. Then you want to rotate the arms at the shoulders so that you can see where the hinges are there. And then we'll go ahead and spin that around so that the legs are facing forward. Spin the head around so it's facing forward. And you can see there's a slot right here. There's a tab right here. And you just work that hinge till you get those in place. There's no snap or anything like that. So then you can put the arms down at the shoulder and then spin them around so that the elbow joint bends forward. Twist the hands so that they are in the proper position. And then as far as this piece goes, there's a tab right here and a slot right here. You put those in place. Then his little wings, at least I always called them wings, you flip those up and then this piece right here, big tab, kind of slots into the wings a little bit. And you have to bend it on this hinge right here. And there you go, my friends. Origin Wheeljack, all transformed. Well, let's take a look at the figure in his robot mode. And he does have quite a bit of deco on him. On the face here, he's got some for the eyes, the mask piece, the ear pieces, the mohawk pieces. He's got a triple mohawk, folks. And then, you know, several paint apps right here and a tampo right there in the middle. And then you see, you know, bits of the paint apps from vehicle mode still on there. And I have to say, it's a decent looking Wheeljack. The legs are a little fat on the bottom side, but you know, no transformer that transforms is perfect. Let's take a quick look at his articulation. Oops. He came untransformed there. That tab. It goes in there, but it doesn't really like hold anything in place. So he looks up very slightly. He looks down really not at all. No chicken neck. He's got a slight bit of waggle. He can do the full exorcist at the shoulder. He does have a 360-degree rotation. However, this back piece does get in the way just a little bit. He can raise his arm up at the shoulder approximately 90 degrees. And then there is a mushroom peg here just above the elbow for a 360-degree rotation, and a single hinge at the elbow that gives you, we'll call that slightly better than 90 degrees, and then 360 degrees of rotation at the wrist. He also has a 360-degree rotation at the waist, at the hips. He will give you that much of the split, so almost the full splits. He kicks forward approximately 90 degrees, and he kicks back about 3 steps maybe. This gets in the way, otherwise he'd, you know, kick back like a mule. Cut here at the upper thigh for another 360-degree rotation. At the knee, a single hinge, and it gives you slightly better than 90 degrees of bend. Then at the foot, it tilts back that far, and then you can make it tilt forward that far. And then it does have a little bit of rocker. So now for the accessories in robot mode, you do have a couple of options. You can take his primary weapon and you can put one of the blades on the end of it and then put it in his hand. And it also, there's a port right here for that more classic look, but I don't think I like that on there when it is shoulder mounted. And there is storage for these pieces when not in use. You see there's 2 little posts here on the back. And they just port right in there. What happened to the wing? That just doesn't want to stay where it's supposed to. And then finally, this piece right here you can put it on him for storage in robot mode, and you'll see there's some funky shaped ports right there, and then on this back piece there's these two tabs. And just try to line those up, which is easier said than done on camera. And then once you have those tabbed in there, they stay pretty good. Unlike the entirety of this back piece. So, quite a backpack on this guy. I personally would not put this piece on him in robot mode, but that's just me. It does make him extremely back heavy. But there you have it, my friends, a look at Origin Wheeljack in his robot mode. It's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here we have the Transformers Legacy United Voyager class Origins Wheeljack with the War for Cybertron trilogy Earthrise Deluxe class Wheeljack and the War for Cybertron trilogy Deluxe class Origins Bumblebee. For our final set of robot mode comparisons, here we have the Target exclusive Transformers Legacy United Voyager class Origin Wheeljack with the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee and the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron trilogy Earthrise Leader class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Target exclusive Transformers Legacy United Voyager class Origin Wheeljack, I have to say I thoroughly enjoy this Transformer. And I'm not really picking up a lot of the United Transformers. And it's grown steadily less since the beginning of Legacy, because they're just delving into parts of Transformers that I don't really have an interest in collecting. However, this one really jumped out at me. It goes with the Origin Bumblebee that I already had. It makes me wish that I had not passed on the Origin Jazz, but I did. I would have liked to have had those three to go together, but I passed on him. But I did get this one, and I'm so thankful that I did get this one, because when I learned that the pre-orders were open on Pulse, I went there immediately as soon as I found out, and I forget what time it was. It was in stock. I was checking out with it, and while I was checking out with it, it sold out. So I was not able to complete the purchase at that time. So I went to Target's website, and of course, pre-orders were sold out. And then I kept checking and kept checking and kept checking, and finally on the release date, which was Easter Sunday, it came back in stock on Pulse, and I jumped right on it and was able to finish the transaction before it sold out this time. And it stayed in stock for a few hours after that. Or at least it seemed to. So, if you miss the pre-order, there's sometimes a chance you can come back and and catch it, and sometimes not. So there's that. But as far as this Transformer goes, I know I've rambled on about how I got him, and I don't know why. I just felt that was important. But I like the way this one looks. I love the fact that the Origin Bumblebee, even though you do have to fold him up a little bit, will fit inside of this Wheeljack's alt mode. Now, the shield piece that comes with it, I don't necessarily know that I'm going to use that and display him with that in place. And I don't think I'm really going to display it as a road piece. And I don't know. But as far as the transformation for this guy goes, I was kind of dreading it, thinking it was going to be overly complicated, but it wasn't. It wasn't too hard. It wasn't too easy. It's just right. He is in that transformation Goldilocks zone. And again, I like the way that it looks. And it may not look exactly like it did in the animation, but it's close enough for me. I do enjoy this figure. I think it comes with the proper accessories. Now his backpack is a little big, but again, you know, there's some things, when you have a Transformer that transforms, there's just some things you can't get away from. And a lot of times it's a backpack or bulky legs or bulky arms, or you just, you know, there's compromises that have to be made in order for it to transform. And there's compromises in the robot mode and compromises in the vehicle mode a lot of times too. So there is that. But this is how I'm gonna put this Wheeljack in my display. I have the Earthrise one for robot mode, which I think is a very nice robot mode. And then this one will be in this mode to go along with the Origin Bumblebee, who stays in his vehicle mode as well in my display. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I'm now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.